Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome once again to our great channel, the channel whereby we speak only the truth and we support the truth that we look for, the truth that we search for, the truth that will set you free. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to congratulate you in advance for rejecting corrupt leaders, for deciding to vote Azimio la Umoja, Raila Martha Karua, Baba Namara. I just want to mention very few things tonight. Wherever I am, it's night time, so I say good evening to you. You may be in the morning, I say good morning, and if you are in the afternoon, wherever you are, I say good afternoon. The most important thing is the little message that I want to pass to you right now. Kenyans, think. What did I say? Think. Reject corrupt leaders. Just the other day, I was watching Martha Karua and Gachagua. Oh my God. You do not need to be told who is the next deputy president of Kenya. You don't need to be told. Gachagua was dodging questions. Gachagua was being asked questions and he was not even answering these questions. He was only condemning Uhuru Kenyatta. What has Uhuru Kenyatta got to do with this? Uhuru Kenyatta is not contesting election. You are condemning Uhuru Kenyatta. You are talking about Uhuru Kenyatta when you are supposed to tell Kenyans what you want to do for them if by any chance, which is not there, if by any chance you are voted to become the deputy president of Kenya. You were there passing blames on people. You were there passing blames on Uhuru Kenyatta. You were there calling people projects. Assume that projects. It's okay. We don't want to care whether they are projects, but if they are projects, this team is a good project. If Martha Karua and Raila are projects of anybody, which I believe they are projects of Kenyans, not just one man, not Uhuru Kenyatta. And having said that, even though they are good projects. So if Uhuru could have supported the so-called Tanga chairman, that is Ruto, he would not have been a project. Is it funny? If he was supported by Uhuru, then he would not have been. But let me tell you, if only Uhuru supported him, then he would have been Uhuru's project. Because from day one, it has been Kumiyangu Kubiyaku. So why the issue of project? Let anybody be project, doesn't really matter. But are they good projects? That is what matters. If they are the best project for this nation, so be it. Raila Amolo Odinga cannot be anybody's project. And you know it. Everybody knows it. So if Gachagua is asked questions on how he got his money, he was saying something else. How did you acquire the money that you have? Where did you get the money from? He pretended that he did not even hear that question. He answered yes, but identified no more than 3 times. And when he was going to answer this question, he was talking about Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta wanted to blackmail me because he wanted me to support him, because he wanted me not to abandon with Ruto. Because nobody asked you this question. You were not there to campaign. Rather, you were there to sell the agenda to Kenyans, for Kenyans to know whether you are worth being the deputy president, or maybe you might be considered to get elected. That is why you are there. We want to know the issue. In terms of it would have been an issue-based dialogue, not an atmosphere or a platform of condemnation. Gachagua used that as a platform to condemn Uhuru Kenyatta throughout, as if Uhuru Kenyatta was contesting the election. But let me tell you, this man did not point out anything bad that Uhuru Kenyatta did to the people of Kenya. He was talking about himself personally. So what has your personal self got to do with millions of Kenyans? Ladies and gentlemen, we just need to think. I like what Kaboko said. Kaboko said he warned them. He told them that the choice of deputy will determine everything. That now I know who is the fifth. I know my fifth. Who is your fifth? We all know who is our fifth. Because Gachagua is nowhere near to be in that position. Ruto is nowhere near to be president of a nation. These people that are full of bitterness 24/7. Oh my God. If the duo come to become elected to be leaders of Kenya, Kenyans will suffer. Kenyans will cry. They will not even find tears. They will cry. Because the way they are doing things, they just throw unga amepanda because of a handshake. In 2017, there was skyrocketed price of unga. There was no handshake then. So what was the cause of that then? And you remember, these people think that Kenyans are stupid. Kenyans are not stupid. Kenyans know when you are lying to them. They know. They only cannot question you. They just keep quiet and wait for you at the election day. Because if Gachagua, if Ruto could remember, during that time, scarcity of Wonga, during the election 2017, before you know it, 3 days, Ruto had imported, according to him, Wonga from South America. And it landed in Kenya by ship, not by air, within less than 3 days. So was there no game that was being played there? How could this be possible? For goodness sake, you want to deceive the whole of Kenya. And nobody should ask. He said, wanasema, wanataka unga, si unga tuko na unga sasa, hakuna maneno tena. You don't even want anybody to question. How can you be talking about scarcity of unga today, and within 3 days, unga is already there in Kenya from South America? For goodness sake. So it means Ruto is behind all this. He doesn't even care if Kenyans die, as long as he gets to power. This is the game he has been playing. This is what he is up to. And that is why Kenya must reject Ruto in totality. Reject Kenya Kwisha in totality. Vote in Azimio. Vote in Raila Amolo Odinga. Vote in Martha Karua. People of dignity. People without blemishes in their character, in their way of leadership. They have been tested, and they are positively accepted and acceptable, not only in Kenya, not only in Africa, the whole wide world. They have dignity. They have dignity. You're talking, Martha Karua left her job when Kibaki, you are now praising Kibaki. When Kibaki really needed her, no. She left that position as a matter of principle. We need to respect this woman. She couldn't continue to be in the government and being paid for job not done. Taking the money for taxpayers' money like Ruto did. He has been out of the government all these years. He has been paying, getting all the benefits for nothing. He had no principle. Africa should not elect leaders without principle, without values. No. He has been taking money for free. And Gachagua is defending that and blaming Martha Karua to have left. She had a very good reason to leave the government. She was not forced out of the government. She could have remained and drive around with the flag and everything and get paid and get all those allowances and all the benefits that comes with that position. But she said, no, I cannot continue. Not because she disliked anybody, because she was not given the free hand to run her ministry, and she can no longer run the ministry. The ministry was being run for her, on behalf of her and for her. So now she's getting paid. She said, no, let the people run the ministry continue to run it. I will step aside. And she did a dignified thing in the whole world. You can't say that Boris Johnson let down the British people. When they wanted him out, he left. He did not insist to remain there and getting paid for no job done. That is what we call principle. Gachagua does not know what it means to be principled, because even himself, he does not have no principle. Ruto has no principle, and they are both of the same feather. We have Kenya do not forget so easily. You think Kenyans have forgotten? Gachagua was just beating about the bush, was blaming people throughout, making noise about Uhuru Kenyatta, defending I mean, that he wants to continue to rule. He is no longer going to be the president. Whatever he does after that is nobody's business. If Raila allow him to be his advisor, that is up to him. There is nothing wrong with that. Uhuru has done excellently good. All that has been done for Kenya that Uhuru has done, he has done very well. If Raila continue from there and build on the legacy, that is what we want. Not the people not somebody who is coming to destroy the legacy that has been behind there, that has been there, and then start some new things and start some, ruling, not leading. We want leaders, we don't want rulers. Ruto will be a ruler. We don't want rulers. We want leaders. Now, how can handshake bring about the cost of living high, to increase the cost of living? I can tell you here where I live, here in Canada, we used to buy fuel. Fuel was just the other day less than $1 a liter. I can tell you without missing my word, today is 2 point something dollars per liter. 2 point something, that is more than double. So this thing is everywhere. There was a protest in England the other day. People were agitating that Johnson should resign, and he did, because of the cost of living has gone high. Is it because of handshake? Did Johnson have a handshake with anybody? Did the Prime Minister of Canada have a handshake with anybody? That is why the price of food has gone up. I live here. I know what I'm talking about. We used to buy bread for $1 plus. Now it's over $2 per loaf of bread. Everything has gone up. Petrol has gone up. Everything. I can tell you, and I mean everything. Cost of living is skyrocketing. Even the country is feeling it. Everybody is feeling it. Even the other day, the government of Canada have to give some relief, some little money to relieve the people, because people are suffering, because everything is skyrocketing. Is it because of handshake? Oh, come on, give us a break, Mr. Gachagua, Mr. Nyoro, and the rest of you people talking that as soon as they had the handshake, Unga went up. What does it? How does that one add up for real? Does it have any meaning? If I may ask you, do you think it's got any meaning? The food is everywhere, all over the world. It's not only in Kenya. It's not only in Kenya, all over the world. I am using this as an example. This is a civilized world. This is a Western world. Everything has gone up completely. I used to buy 3 liters of cooking oil just the other day for $4, less than $5. If I tell you what it is today, it's over $11 for the 3 liters. I can bring it and I can show it to you. If you want me to do that, I can bring it out and show it to you. It used to be 4 point something, less than $5. Today is 11 point something dollars for the 3 liters of the cooking oil. So it is not only in Kenya. It has got nothing to do with handshake. How can a handshake, bring about skyrocketing of prices of food and the rest? How? This is cartel, which is in the know of Ruto, just to get it out. It is wrong, and it's not going to happen. This time around, you got it wrong. You are playing the game with somebody who knows it better than you do, and who Kenyans know it better than you do, because all those lies of you, all those lies of yours and your team, they are not. They cannot sell. They are not marketable. Say the issue, the real issue. I'm going to do this. We are going to do this. Don't keep blaming and blaming and blaming. You keep blaming Uhuru Kenyatta. What has Uhuru Kenyatta done? You're talking about the price of hunger. Price of hunger was reduced by every means by the president. You're blaming the president again for doing so. What do you want, for goodness sake? What do you want? Let me tell you, my dear, Gashagua, Didinyoro, and all those people who are talking rubbish about handshake. Handshake is about peace. I know you people don't like peace. You want war. You want this thing to continue. You want this Kikuyu Kalenji political hegemony to continue. It is not going to continue. Uhuru Kenyatta is a clever man, and the Kikuyus have known that this is the right move. We cannot continue to fight every electionary year, period, because of this issue. Kikuyu, Kecho Kalenji, Kecho Kikuyu. Another day, Kalenji. It has to come to an end one day. Uhuru is putting an end to it. For peace to reign in that nation, don't you like peace? Ruto, you don't want peace. You said there will not be need for handshake. So what is it? Can you define handshake? Handshake is about friendship and peace and unity and love. You said the election will have to be done what I don't know what, and there will not be need for handshake. Don't you know the meaning of handshake? And you call yourself a doctor. I don't know, doctor of what? Doctor of lies and deceit. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear Kenyans, please vote the right team for the future of the nation. It's in your hands. The decision you make on the 9th of August 2022 is the decision that is going to affect you and the future generation. Thank you. God bless you. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki.